Suck on that, Henry. Troll-ass mother humper.
Who said one Super Bowl ring was good enough? Jalen Hurts is already at work going for number 2. Dallas still stinks. Yo, but the way it kicked Dingbat here, and the Eagles are at it already. Already out there trying to repeat. You got Jalen Hurts. He said, who needs a vacation? I spent 5 minutes in Disney World. I don't need it. And he's back to work, and you gotta love it. You got guys like Vic Fangio who are trying to get that defense to be perfect. He's always striving for perfection. And this is the kind of things that you need in order to win another Super Bowl. And I want another ring. We are not done yet. No question about it. Now, today, we got a lot of drama going on. Frankly, I could give 2 craps about it. But it is what it is. According to a, quote, well-placed insider, discussions between the Eagles players and their front office resulted in a massive no when asked if they would accept the invitation to the White House to honor the Super Bowl victory per the Sun. Okay, yeah, this is coming out of the Sun. So, just keep that in mind for the time being. Listen, I don't know why this is a surprise. The Eagles didn't go back in 2018 when they won the Super Bowl, so I don't know what would change. You still have the same ownership in front office. They're still going to think the same way, so it's not really a surprise to me at all. Now, while everybody is abuzz and talking about what's going on there, you got guys like Jalen Hurts working. You know what? I should say this because I know it's going to happen. It's going to blow up my comments. Why didn't you give your opinion on? Why didn't you give your opinion on? Look, my opinion is the same as it was in 2017. I think that it's a good thing that when you could get invited to the White House. And if you do get invited, regardless of who's in office, I'd like to see him go. If Kamala Harris was in office, I would like to see them go. If Biden was in office, I'd like to see them go. With Trump in office, I'd like to see them go. But, it is what it is, In some ways, I guess, for me, it's a little easier that they don't go because I'm not going to get a mass of unsubscribers, which if it was the other way, I would definitely get. So the fact that, a lot of people that don't want him to go are happy, that means that, I don't have to deal with being blamed for it, even though I have no influence on anything that they're doing. Now, as I was saying, Jalen Hurts going out there, and he is already at work. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at my man throwing the ball. Look at that ball coming out of his hand. Ooh, that looks beautiful. My man's ready to go. Jalen Hurts is about to destroy people this year. No question about it. I cannot wait. But Jalen Hurts is already out there. He's already working. And look, I think that's what it takes. You need guys that are hungry. When you win, you always wonder, are the guys still hungry? Well, Jalen Hurts is. He definitely is. You look at a guy like A.J. Brown. He's definitely out there. He's definitely hungry. I mean, A.J. Brown was like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, I don't do any of these things. I don't do any of those things. I prefer I prefer to be out there working, getting ready. It's the chase that drives me, and I think that's a great thing, So I love that. And then you get guys like Vic Fangio, right? Get this. Jalen Hurts said this. Jalen Hurts says that even after the Super Bowl, after a team meeting going over parade prep, Vic Fangio made the defense stay back. And you say, I said Fangio. Somebody saying I'm saying Fangio, which has never been the case. But Fangio made the defense stay back after to go over the game. So after winning the Super Bowl, he makes them stay back right before the parade to go over the game. He gets to the second half and he says, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. 22 points. He wants perfection. Now you know why the Miami Dolphins didn't want him around. They can't handle it. But you know what? we're built this way. We're built for this. We're built for this. And that's a great thing. And here's what Brian Dawkins had to say about this, because I thought this was pretty cool too. Brian Dawkins says, this, win, lose, or draw, for a select few missed assignments, alignments, tackles, opportunities will never be okay and will be called out with extra volume. Now, where do I remember this kind of heartfelt accountability from? This is music to my ears for potential of consistency to come. Set the standard, and no matter who's on the field, they all know what is expected. Pound love this. That's it. That's it. I agree with Dawk, man. B-Dawk knows. I love what we're seeing from the team so far this offseason after winning Super just a few weeks. You got guys hungry. You got coaches hungry. People want perfection. And I could not be more excited about it. You know, that's why I don't get caught up in all the other crap about this and that and who's going where. I don't care about all that stuff. I care to go win another Super Bowl, okay? Now, speaking of caring, we got the NFL Combine this week. It's coming this week. I will be live for it, okay? So if you want to come hang out, it should be a lot of fun. Here's what we got. We got February 27th. We're going to have defensive linemen and linebackers. I think this is a very important position for the Eagles heading into the draft. On Friday, we are going to have defensive backs, tight ends. So I think this is another important day for the Eagles, more so for the tight ends, because I think you take a chance at a tight end. Then on Saturday, you have quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs. Now, I don't think this is a position that is going to be something we hit early. I do think the running backs will be interesting to watch. And then Sunday, you have offensive linemen. So I don't know that I'll be live Sunday for the combine for the offensive linemen, but definitely Thursday and Friday for sure, and then at least part of the day on Saturday. So it should be interesting. It should be very interesting. Look for that. And then look at this. One more thing. This just broke, right? There is a proposal from an unnamed team to ban the tush push. Troy Vincent said, "We'll see where it goes." They are trying to ban the tush push. Can you believe it? It's crazy to me. You know, the excuse has always been, well, the Eagles do it and nobody can stop it, blah, blah, blah. And if you do it, you can't stop it. But it's funny because when all these other teams do it, they can't do it. Only the Eagles can do it consistently. I watched the Bills in the playoffs. They couldn't do it. So, you know, how can you ban it? You know, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. They want to ban it. Anything that gives the Eagles a disadvantage, because people don't like that the Eagles are winning, and we're going to keep winning, you know? I don't know. I think this team, it's going to be so interesting to see what goes on. Now, we're getting a lot of rumors, but a lot of these rumors don't have a lot of teeth to them, you know. We're getting all sorts of things, so it's hard to know what's really going on. But the one good thing about the Combine is when you go to the Combine, a lot of these teams start talking to each other. So you'll get the first sense of, like, some real things possibly going on, okay? I mean, for example, there's a lot of talk about Bryce Huff getting traded post-June 1st to Atlanta for possibly, you know, well, I've seen anywhere from just, you know, to dump him and Atlanta needs a pass rusher, and possibly Kyle Pitts. Could the Eagles go and bring Kyle Pitts in? I would love to bring Kyle Pitts in to back up. I would have him back up Goddard for you. I would keep Goddard and Pitts, bring them both in, and then after Goddard's contract expires, you know, you sign Pitts. Is that likely? Nah. Is that my first choice? Honestly, no. I would rather draft a tight end early in the draft and have him on a rookie contract. But there's all sorts of speculation like that going on. Of course, we got the whole Myles Garrett thing that I feel like we've already talked about a ton. Can't keep talking about it until we hear something or something happens. But there's a lot of rumors out there. There's a lot of different things going on. What is real, what isn't, it's so hard to tell right now. But once we get to that combine, once the teams meet each other and start talking, we're going to start hearing some legit stuff come out that we could take to the bank, okay? I expect the Eagles to be aggressive. I expect them to make a few decisions and things that maybe we're not looking at or didn't think about. I think it'll happen, but it's going to be maybe not the same feel as last year's offseason, where it was just like, man, it was just like you hit Slay. You hit Saquon Barkley, then C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Zach Bond nobody really knew about, but to me, that's still your number one priority. Got to get Zach Bond signed. That's the thing that has to happen. But with the combine coming this week, and with all the rumors that are starting to float out there, it'll be good to kind of try to start to hear some stuff that actually could be possible. Bryce Huff to Atlanta. Is that something that could actually happen? I don't know. You'd have to wait till post June 1st. Would Atlanta even want him? So we'll have to see. But I expect the Eagles. I expect them to bump up that defensive end spot, to get depth at running back, to get depth at the tight end position, to get Bond signed. And I think I do think you should draft more linebackers. Why not? If Oren Burks doesn't come back, and if for some reason Nakobe Dean ain't ready to come back soon enough, you want to have enough guys. So it's going to be a great, great week. We'll see what happens. Cannot wait. Thank you so much for hanging with me and spending these 10 minutes hanging out with your boy, Philly 500. But now I got to go double moonwalk my ass to work. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. Oh, what the hell was that? So I've been getting this question, right? Who do I worry about more? The Cowboys in the NFC East or the Commanders in the NFC East? I don't even think this is close for a question. The Cowboys, to me, are on the decline. They're not getting any better. And even if they go and get some players here or there, they're not getting any better. Meanwhile, Washington, with a young quarterback who's on a rookie deal, Washington's going to look to strike a lot of big plays this week. There's rumors that they could be going after DK Metcalf. Okay, so you imagine they resign McLaurin, have DK Metcalf. They're going to go after Myles Garrett. So Washington is the bigger threat between Dallas and the Commanders. No question about it. Denzel Washington out. That's all, folks.
The brother screwed us.